We'll gather around the warehouse, y'all. It's time to load the truck. Doc's Dynasty Hour is rolling in. Tim Karanak's got the look. Doc Eisenhower's riding shot.
Welcome to the Prospect Warehouse Podcast. This is your host, Tim Kanak. You can find me on X at Fantasy Aceball. And we got, of course, for Doc's Dynasty Hour, we got Doc Eisenhower here at Doc Eisenhower on the X. Doc's mustache coming in hot. You can see we both got a little bit of facial hair going. It's good. You might have me beat slightly right now.
Yeah. There we go. Second take two. A little bit better. Mine's just really light. That's the problem. You got to go on, but I do think
My hair's darker.
Yeah, your hair's dark. I think mine's probably slightly thicker, but it's like Gunnar Henderson thing, just
the blonde stash.
Yeah, honestly, yeah. If I just ferment it, it gets out of control. Like it's like very noticeable. I've just fermented it in the past. That's it's a power move. I'll probably bust that one time, but it's kind of nice also to have that Alan Jackson, Gunnar Henderson mustache going on. It's unique. Because one day I'll be gray. One day I thought about that. I was like, one day it'll be gray, and I'll just probably dye it black for a little bit. I don't know if I would do that with my hair, but I would. Like the mustache would be power. Gray hair.
Have you gotten into a point where you've ever tried to curl it before?
No, I just have too much self-respect.
I have done that. I did. I tried it with like hair gel and it didn't work. And I was like, I just for fun, but whatever. I think that your mustache is now back from French mode to American mode.
Yeah.
People want to know, is the drink also back from French to American?
Yeah, bro. I got a whole bottle of Ragged Branch Virginia bourbon. It's made with bourbon. This is from Ragged Branch Virginia Straight Bourbon Whiskey. That's 100 proof, 50% alcohol. Not the strongest, not the weakest. Made in Virginia, as I said before. Trying to drink as much of the Virginia offerings as I can while I'm out here. The best one, and I know it's just like it seems like it's part of the bit, but their best one is the Cowboy Cut, which is 58.5% alcohol and will make your chest feel funny.
Nice. Yeah, if you go to Kaufman, you'll need that. Well, actually not. It depends on the time of the year.
Why would I need that?
I'm going to Kaufman before we started recording, and I went to a football game at Arrowhead one time in January, and I was so freezing. I could not feel anything. The only thing I could feel was the whiskey I was drinking that was keeping me warm. That's the only thing I could feel.
Your reference makes more sense now.
Yes.
Yeah. No, it turns out it's just like a normal really hot place in the summer.
I definitely snuck booze into Kaufman when I was in college. It was really easy.
They want to get rid of it, right? They want to go downtown and make a lot of money. But I've never been to the stadium. I've never been to a game, but I've been to the stadium. For whatever reason, I was in Kansas City. I was like, let's just go check it out. Like it was the off season. There was no football. There was no baseball. I was like, whatever pocket. What would that be?
Two big stadiums and the
biggest. I guess that's probably February for some reason. I was just like hanging out with Kaufman and Arrowhead like a weirdo. But I was like, I loved it. I'm like, oh cool, I can just drive there off the highway, easy peasy, out in the middle of nowhere. Let's do it. Sports play.
Yeah.
But
it's weird because there's like literally just a mile of parking lots, like 1 square mile of parking lot around it, and nothing else. Not even like one tree.
It's good for the consumer. It's bad for business.
Yeah, I would say so. It's not like, if there's no bars around or anything like that. It's like not good for if you want to go out after the game or whatever. If you want to
I guess it's good for like a family out. I guess I'm thinking too wholesome. Or if you're a big drinking and driving guy, like it's fine.
Yeah, for sure.
Don't do it, folks. That was not an endorsement. Please. That was a joke to contrast to the wholesome family. Anyway, I'll get into later why my jokes are funny. We'll get into a whole bit.
Was that joke from the Charles the Simple side of the family?
No, that was a good one. That was from Louis the Fourth or Robert the II, Charles the II. I don't know, dude. I found out I'm related to more king. Vladimir the First.
Is that Vladimir the Impaler? Vlad the Impaler?
The Great.
Vlad the Impaler?
No. His name is Vladimir the Great, not the Impaler. He was the first Christian Russian ruler. Took it to another level, brother.
Oh, he was Russian, not from Walhalia or whatever.
No, he's from Kiev. Which isn't that you? I mean, is it Ukraine?
Yeah, it's Ukraine now, bro.
Yeah, well, turns out they're actually the same people.
Oops.
Different podcast.
Yeah, all right. Let's talk about baseball. First thing that we're going to talk about is moves that we made. We're going to talk more about Anthony Nunez later in the podcast, but I have been adding Anthony Nunez shares everywhere I can. I added him in a 20-teamer and then instantly received a trade offer for him, like right after I added him. So that I know that when I added him, that made someone mad, where they were like wanted to add him, but like they were trying to figure out what other roster move they wanted to make, and I just snatched him up in the meantime. I also added Reese Hines in like 3 leagues, and he has done nothing yet at the major league level. I think he's like 0 for 10 or 0 for 12 or something. So unfortunately, that one has not panned out yet. And then I added Dom Smith with Reese Hines in our new podcaster league because while I'm in first, I just lost Christian Yelich and George Springer both. So that sucks. So got to add some outfielders in that league. And I also picked up Evan Carter. That's another guy that I think we're going to talk about later in this podcast, Evan Carter. So what did you do this week, Doc?
I was thinking I did something. I did do something. This is just shows you how different each league can be. This is the weirdest league I'm in. And it's I don't even know if I would call it my home league anymore, but I guess it's my home league because I've been running it since 2013. It's people I went to high school with, a lot of Canadians, but there was also some guys like we just like knew on the internet as well for some reason. Like there was like a whole group of guys. It's just like this whole thing was from like this website called Grindr. It was weird. We all had mustaches. I was just joking, everyone. It's okay. Anyway, Russians in the Ukraine, same people. Trying to bring it back to the what's more controversial. Gosh,
this is why Charles the Mad won the vote, dude.
Oh yeah, maybe. But my point is that in like a 30-team industry kind of league, this trade that I'm about to tell you is just never happening. I have because in home leagues you'll get these loco guys. You get guys who either they don't quite know ball or they just don't. Do you know what I mean? Like it's just that they're built different. And this one guy in particular is not afraid to make ballsy trades. And my Yahoo thing is saying there was no trades made. Actually, there was a trade made. It was we did it offline because it was Yahoo's so great. You have to use like spreadsheets sometimes. It's fantastic. These guys are like half the league is way too dumb to move to Fantrax. That's just the problem with it. Anyway,
I really like that too.
I traded earlier this year in the draft. I traded Jack Caglione. Didn't want to do it like peak hype Jack Cags, and the rights to 2 picks, which became Joshua Baez and Ethan Conrad, 12-person league, 10 farm slots each. This is not deep. So pretty decent haul for Aaron Judge.
Ooh.
You like it. You like it for both sides. It's kind of a fun trade, but it's more fun if you're getting the prospects in a deeper league because prospects are so easy to churn here. This
you
guy's
did not trade Josiah Hartshorn.
He got picked up by this guy the other day. I don't think he necessarily needs to be rostered in like 100 prospect. I mean, he does, but not by me because my prospects are too. I can go over on a separate podcast. We can do a whole podcast about my prospects. But I still have these guys like in the farm. Basayo, Max Clark, Snelling, Doyle. Bryce Eldridge, Caleb Bonnemer, JJ Weatherholt, Andrew Painter. It's like, come on, it's ridiculous. Anyway, but this guy's loose, right? And so Jack Cags is not doing great. I had Carter Jensen in my farm. This guy offers me, I said, dude, I want Cags back. He's not good. You should trade him back. And he says, okay, Carter Jensen from you, and I'll give you back Cags and Joshua Baez. And I said, well, I have Carter Jensen everywhere. I'm so mad that I traded you, Cags, because every Jack Caglione owner in the history of the world is evil and or Italian because they're just not willing to talk about him. Like I never in my life have I had more of a hard time acquiring a player than Jack Cags. They will not talk to me. They'll be very quiet. They'll leave it for a week and then they'll decline it. They know. One guy, and I can say this because a guy told me. He said he's our chosen one. And he put the Italian flag up. I said, brother, no, Vinny's your chosen one. This guy is also going to be great. I like him. Obviously, I'm trading for him. But, gosh, anyway, we'll see what happens.
Yeah. That's the problem when you have a podcast, man. People in your leagues listen to you, and they know how much you like somebody.
No,
I had an off-season offer where I was trying to get Sal Stewart in a 20-team league for a like 20th round, like basically dirt cheap Spencer Strider. And I was like, yeah, I'll trade you Strider for Sal Stewart and like some draft picks or whatever. And he's like, oh, that's an awesome offer. I think I'm going to do that. And then like a few days later, I followed up. I was like, hey, you want to do that? I hadn't heard from you. And then he's like, I think I'm going to keep Sal now. And then what happened was Raymond, my good friend Raymond Atherton, swooped in after listening to me talk about Sal Stewart all offseason and traded like George Kirby, basically a non-keeper George Kirby, Sandy Alcantara, and I think like something else for Sal Stewart. So he traded like, instead of just Spencer Strider, like a keeper Spencer Strider, it was like 3 dudes for Sal Stewart without the draft picks. So of course he's going to take that deal instead of mine. And I was like, man, it's all because I'm always talking about Sal Stewart. So I got jacked on my Sal Stewart share in that league, unfortunately. Let's get to your Magnificent Seven, Doc. Or did you want to talk about Juan Murillo?
I mean, probably not that interesting. I added Juan Murillo. Honestly, look at his Savant page. Looks pretty good, right?
He's got an 11% K- walk rate. But actually, the stuff plus numbers and all that are pretty solid.
Yeah, so. I know. It's like it's whatever. He's got he's hitting like 100 on his
That's a 30-teamer, right? 30-teamer.
No, I got him even in the 12-teamer for saves and holds. Like you like those guys. I got him in our you're not in this one score sheet. It's like this really it's a weird format with the industry autistic people.
Yeah,
you want in? What's that?
Those are the ones where you pick the guys, and then it's even though you have the players, it's still like based off of a simulation, right?
Correct.
That's weird.
It's weird, it's like Windows 95.
Or what do they use? Like OTP? It's like outside of the park.
No, I don't know, dude. It's like HTML. Like it's like I don't even know what I'm doing. Like I know what I'm doing, but I don't know what I'm doing. It's basically the equivalent of like how they used to do fantasy baseball on newspapers or something.
Yeah,
it's kind of like that.
How do you know that the sim doesn't cheat?
I have no idea, but it cost me nothing. So,
yeah. I don't know.
Anyway, dude, but Juan Murillo, I don't know, write his name down because Sewell won't last forever. I actually think he's going to be fine this year, pretty good, but the rest of the bullpen is not deep. I don't think Ginkel's a guy. Thompson's cool, love his ex-post, but he's like a throwing 86. It's like there's room for a high octane arm in that bullpen. That's the way to put it.
Yeah, for now. Okay, Doc's Magnificent Seven. We got. Are you supposed to do a thing? Are you supposed to do a sound effect?
I don't know. Friggin' bam, bam. I'm shooting you with my guns. Magnificent Seven.
Nah, you're Magnificent Seven. You do yeehaw, yeah. Come on.
Yeah.
There we go. That was a great one. Okay, so Magnificent Seven, number 1, Michael King. Talk about Michael King.
I'm just putting Michael King down here because his Savant page stinks. Like it's like apparently no one wanted him to be good. Like everyone's like, yeah, it's over. He gets hurt too much, and frankly, eventually, I was like, I guess I don't even know, dude. Is he that good? Well, I mean, he's putting the numbers up. His xERA is 4.62. Everything's bad other than his hard hit percentage, so he's doing something right, I guess. I just love that he's getting the job done, though. He keeps on performing well and putting together great starts. So that's why he's on here. It's because people, I really think a majority of dynasty owners, especially, they're not playing dynasty baseball. They're playing dynasty savant baseball. So you can get good deals on guys with bad pages who find a way to get it done. I don't actually know if Michael King will be able to sustain his game like this because this is not who he was. 2024. It's all beat red, right? What do your scores say? What do F scores say about him?
The F scores did not like him going into.
Yeah, nobody likes him right now. I think that's why you can buy him, like even though he's doing well.
Because I don't think I even had him as like a top 50 guy. I think he was behind like Parker Messick, for instance. I had him like 60 or something. I know a lot of people had him as like a top 30, 40 guy, as like a rebound candidate. But yeah, his back of the baseball card numbers are definitely way better than the Savant stuff is showing. And it kind of looks like John's metrics support him being good more than like the Fangraphs metrics. So for instance, like a Fangraphs Sierra gives him a 437, but John's version of Sierra is JA Sierra is 397. So has a much better by like 0.4 Sierra in John's model than what he has on like the regular Sierra that's on Fangraphs and whatever. So I think that a lot of that is based off of the pitches themselves and the fact that he has a 100 location plus. I'd have to ask John why he thinks there's such a spread between his Sierra and like the other, like the Sierra most people are using. But the John's metrics actually support your argument way more than like just looking at the standard numbers.
At the end of the day, I can't stress this enough, folks. You know, we're not playing model like the models won't they'll help guide you, but sometimes when guys sustain it, and we'll see if Michael King sustains it. But some guys just find ways to get it done, and it's actually on the model to adapt and come up with an explanation for it, right? Because you can only get lucky for so long before,
Yeah, the main thing, if you look at these numbers here, is his sinker has been terrible so far this year. But changeup has been fine. Sweeper has been good. Fastball has been great, actually, his four-seamer. And he's only throwing the four-seamer 16% of the time.
His location's been pretty good.
Yeah, he has a 100 location plus on John's thing, which is pretty solid. The stuff plus is down at 98.3. And John talks about his stuff plus is like way thinner. So like a 101 stuff plus is more like a it probably like would be more like a 108 or something in like Eno's model. Like basically like it maxes out at like 106 or something. Like you don't have a guy with like a 140 stuff plus on a pitch. Like it only goes up to like 106 or something for whatever reason. I told him just to make it like more unanimous with the rest of the league that he should probably like find a way to stretch it some, just so it's not so thin. But that's the way his stuff plus stuff works. But you can see he's got 3+ pitches right now per John's model.
There you go.
It's just the sinker has been crap. But besides that, I mean, it's still generating 50% ground balls. But besides that, that's where all his damage against him has come. See, 514 x WOBA against that sinker. So that sinker has been terrible. All his other pitches have been perfectly fine.
Next up.
Yeah, next up. Number 2.
Paul Sewald.
7. There you go.
There you go. I cut you off. I thought you were done. I kind of woke up ready to fight, for the first couple here. I'm like, yeah, no one wants Michael King to win. No one wants Paul Sewald to be good.
Except me, because I've got him in Odd New Podcaster League.
91.5 average fastball velo, and he's striking everyone he sees out. 97th percentile K rate. I love that. It's so annoying to savant heads. I'm gonna start calling people savant heads. I gotta come up with a better insult, but that's a start. Idiot savants. That's too hard sound.
No, that's better.
Yeah.
If all you care about is the little that's what you call someone who only looks at the colors like red or blue. Like they only look at the popsicle colors and that's it. They don't even look at the numbers. You're like, is it red or blue? Yeah. That's your idiot savant.
Exactly. Well, this guy is it is hilarious to look at the profile though. It's so fun. See, like he's terrible at getting ground balls. He's getting hit hard. He's getting barreled up all the time. He's got some of the loudest contact against him, but he's also not walking anyone. Yeah. He's got a 0. Wait, what? He's never walked someone this year. Yeah, 0 walk rate. How does that put him in that? Hold up, 0.0 walk rate, but he's in the 97th percentile.
That means there's a bunch of guys.
I guess there's enough guys
that have 0%.
Thrown more pitches, but also have 0. That's probably it, I guess. Whatever. Anyway, but he's just striking everyone out and making them shit. It's just like one of the funniest profiles you can see out there. It's one of those weird ones. It's like a Geraldo. It's like the pitcher version of Perdomo last year, right?
Yeah, especially because he only throws 91, but then he has a negative JA Sierra. Look at this, a negative 0.76 JA ERA. And this is why, dude, look, he's throwing a 61% strike rate. That's insane. 61, good is like a 50, and he's got a 61. That's insane.
He's adjusting. He's changing his game, I guess. Yeah. But he's also just closing the door. He's not really messing up too much. They don't have a lot of competition. They got Juan Murillo. They don't have a whole lot of competition behind him, but Juan Murillo. Watch. He's gonna watch Juan Murillo. It becomes the next Emmanuel Clase. But I'm mocking him now. But anyway, but Sewald, I mean, if you're picking him up, I'm feeling pretty good about him. There's someone else who I picked up who I'm not feeling as good about these days. After the last couple outings at least. But Sewald, I feel like he's got a really long leash right now, and they're just going to keep chucking him out there for save ops.
Yeah, man. Look at that. 105 stuff plus. He's been really good in the past, too. He has a good track record, and
Yeah.
he's been had a solid track record as a closer. You remember he was the closer for the Mariners prior
Mhm.
to Andres
Oh, yeah.
Munoz. So I think, and he's been the closer for the D-backs before. So even when like AJ Puck comes back and stuff, it's not like if a guy comes back from like a serious injury, you don't put him as the closer like right when he comes back. It's like you like baby it a little bit. So like even when AJ Puck comes back, if you're like, oh, he's gonna lose the role in the second half, it's like, do you really think that AJ Puck is gonna come back and they're just like, oh, here we're gonna put you in high leverage ninth inning closing situations? You haven't pitched in a year and a half. Here, have fun, buddy. Like,
Yeah. No, probably not. It's funny, like because people act like, oh, he fell off. Look how like low his velo is. I think like he peaking at like 93. It's like is like as an average. So it's not like he was ever like a 99 guy and now he's a shell of himself. This is just kind of a version of what he was before.
yeah, I agree. Number 3, this is a guy that I already mentioned, Anthony Nunez.
I put him down there. I did. Look at
You
that.
did, man.
Yeah, you want to have a fun time. This is the Savant podcast. It's funny. I'm here to make fun of people who look at Savant, but also like I'm just like looking at it. It's bright colors, folks. I can't help it. I'm just basically a moth. I'm a moth man. But I just looked at it again. It is jarring when you look at it. It is perfection, and people are starting to wake up. In fact, I need to do a hype post about him. I haven't really done that so far, but I think I have him in a lot of leagues. I'll pull it up while I'm yammering. But
remember we made fun of John for picking him in like the 3rd round of the MLB Data Warehouse prospect draft. Like we're still picking like
that's still too soon. That's still not okay.
Yeah, we're there picking like legitimate like hitting prospects who are like still top 100 guys, and he just picked Anthony Nunez. We're like, what?
Yeah, we're picking Josiah Hartshorn, and he's let's see. Oh yeah, got him. Look, I love when you pull up a guy you like, and he's doing good, and you see you got all the red drop buttons on Fantrax. I'm not gonna do it, but oh, nice, got him in 2. I run 2 Scout the Stat Line leagues. Got him in both. That's heavy, both 30 teamers. Got him in the Prospects Live startup. Oh, I got him in our salary cap 30 teamers. So do wish I would have got him. Would have got him in that Dynasty Warehouse. I feel like John heard me talking about him. Because I was hyping him up all offseason.
F scores. He had a crazy F. Yeah? He had crazy F scores too.
Okay. Well, how about you talk about the F scores? Because the reason I go to Savant is because it's got nice colors, and I'm dumb. I can't read your smart guy stuff.
Well, here I've got that's right here is the MLB stuff that's up. So this doesn't have the F scores on it, but you can see here he's running a 21 or 20% swing strike rate, which is ridiculous. 152 JA ERA. And here's all his pitch level data here. His sweeper has a 30.6 swing strike rate on it, and he's throwing it for a strike 58% of the time, which if you know sweepers, most of the time sweepers are like balls. So like usually a good sweeper might have like a 48% or a 50% strike rate on it. 58% is pretty insane. Changeup has a 26.9% swing strike rate. The cutter 33. So this dude, you can see, Doc, this is a reliever throwing 5 pitches. Like what? Reliever throwing 5 pitches? That's crazy.
So do you know the background on Anthony Nunez? This is what John pays me the big bucks for, is the backstory, the lore.
Hit me. Well, I think he was a shortstop, but I don't really know too much about him.
I don't even know what position he was, but he was not a pitcher. He was a hitter until dude. Yeah, 2024. He started no. I'm still in batting. So yes, 2024 though. And he basically has never been bad at pitching ever since he started doing it. He just started striking everyone out all the time. And really not walking that many people. And then this year now he also decided to stop walking people, which is a good decision. We're on the me. We're on.
Yeah, you're
Let's think back to the podcast and I only see me. I'm like,
no, this is Doc.
We're actually on Doc's moment here. What were you saying? Hype me up.
Yeah, this is Doc Narrative Street time. Zoom on your face. This is the most I can do. This is
Doc's Narrative Street. Welcome. It's a one-way street. Anthony Nunez. Don't mess around. Pick him up. If he's in your league, you're gonna want to pick him up, brother. Because here's the thing. He's gonna either be the closer of the Baltimore Orioles forever, or he's going to be a starter. Like that's the thing. I think that's actually the weirdest outcome, is that he's probably going to have to go through some struggles to become a successful starter, like to get stretched out. It's a different game. You don't get to max out every pitch. But Anthony Nunez, I was big on him just based on what I saw beforehand. He had multiple pitches. Again, he's doing everything right. And again, you see a guy who just learned how to pitch in 2024 only be good through 24 and 25. It's like he could get better, and it looks like he's getting better. So pick him up if you see him in your league.
Yeah, for sure. I have been, man. I've got him in, I don't know, probably 50% of my leagues at this point. So I am on the same exact page as you when it comes to Anthony Nunez. What about number 4, Jack Kaggs?
Yeah, I mean, I think you should never. I think if anyone plays in my leagues, you should just cut him, or you know what, get what you can for him, because he has no home runs. This is obviously a guy with no power. He's powerless. So I'd go ahead and say that you don't want him. No, I want him, man, because he's actually, like, he's not playing that bad. Like Jordan Walker's downturns were like really rough, you know, and he's probably gonna have more downturns, by the way. But and he went 1 for 5 tonight or whatever. We played yesterday. You know, probably got to cut him off your team after that. No, but in reality, you look at Jack Kaggs and the way he's playing. You look at his Savant page. You look at. I'm curious what the F scores say, but it seems like he's playing better than the results are showing. But after the tremendous hype, like basically everyone assuming he's the next Aaron Judge, there is definitely a bit of a, what if he's always just going to be a bat speed guy? What if he's just never going to be able to put it together? And that was Jordan Walker for 3 years, you know. Different player, Kaggs, coming out of college. I think he's going to put it together and have a solid season. Obviously, I mean, his back of the baseball cards in terms of average and OBP. I'm just seeing them now; they're not that bad, but it feels like it's a lot of empty numbers so far, right? Literally all it's gonna take is one home run, like one home run with like an extra RBI or 2 on another hit. Like, so he's got 5 or 6 RBIs and a home run, and people are going to be like, okay, there it is. And they're going to feel good. So in fact, during this podcast, whenever Tim starts talking, I'm not going to listen. I'm just going to send more trades out for Jack Kaggs in leagues that people will not, hopefully not be listening to this podcast.
All right. So real quick, Anthony Nunez, jumping back to him on the F scores, because I finally pulled it up. 125 stuff last year, 114 control, 124 FERA. So pretty insane. And then Jack Kaggs on the F scores, 105 hit tool, 99 discipline, 112 power, 90 speed. And if you're watching on YouTube or Xvision, you can see I was playing with our EV percentiles here. This is why Jack is off to a bad start as far as power. As you can see here, I'm playing with this EV percentiles page here. So this dude right now has a 94 average exit velocity and a 116 max EV on the year. But the problem is that all those are on the ground and they're all line drives. When he's hitting fly balls, he has an average exit velocity on fly balls of 85.8, 75th percentile of 88.4, and 90th of 97.1. That's pretty horrid. So he's hitting the ball really hard on the ground, and he's hitting the ball really hard when he's hitting line drives. You can see his line drives are insane, which they should be because they're line drives. But for whatever reason, like all of his fly balls, he just must be getting way too under them because it's so soft. Like it just has to be pop-ups. Like all those EVs just have to be pop-ups. So this tells us that this is a swing path issue. This has nothing to do with how hard the dude can hit the ball. It has nothing to do with contact rates because his contact rates are fine. It just means that his bat path is a little bit off, and he's got to tweak it just a little bit. It's like this is like what Jordan Walker went through for like 3 years. So hopefully he can fix it much faster than that. But he has the same kind of skill set as Jordan Walker. So like I would not, after we see what Jordan Walker can do when he's actually on a good swing path, we probably should not be selling Caglione due to swing path.
No,
unless you're in Doc's league and Doc wants you to sell to him.
I think that's 100%. You should do it. No, man. I mean, it took Jordan Walker, 3 years. It's just, but he was a kid, right? He was a teenager when he started his journey here. Whereas Jack came out of college. It's just going to be a different journey, a different path. And I mean, heck, remember a few years ago, you used to be able to get like the Royals were considered a really garbage
System.
reputation in terms of having their system just not produce anyone on either side of the game, right? Whereas these days we forgot about that. They've turned things around, and that's the translation, right? So these guys are doing things right, and I think the Cardinals are turning things around too. But no, I'm not concerned about it. Again, like this back of the baseball card numbers are actually like the ratios are surprisingly good. I was looking at all the metrics. I turned my eyes over. I feel like 2 days ago they weren't that good. That's how early season you go for 3 for 3 one game with a walk, and all of a sudden you turn it all around. But yeah,
We're at 3-homer game. All right, number 5, Dansby Swanson.
Yeah, actually, I never really liked Swanson for a while, and but now nobody likes him, so that's the buy time. And you know what's really weird though? He's starting to take walks in his age 30. I'm not sure if this is the age 32 season or if he just turned 32, but he's 32 years old right now. Yeah, he's got a 95th percentile walk rate so far. We'll see if that holds up, or it's early on. But 4 home runs so far. He's taking a ton of walks. Like if he can do this, if he's realized he needs to get on base, maybe the Cubs said, "Hey, your work, like the way you're working, just isn't really like ideal for today's game. We want a money ball. We want to get you on base more." I mean, it took them until 2026 if that's the case. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe they just convinced him. If you want more consistency, you got to take more walks. I don't know. We'll see. This could be a flash in the pan. Again, it's like, can you teach an old dog new tricks?
Yeah, well,
we're about to find out. But 4 home runs to start off is sexy. I mean, that means we could be looking at a 20 home run season here.
Yeah, on that point, his career average swing rate is 48%, and right now he's only swinging 40% of the time. So his swing rate is down 8% from his career norm. His actual career low was as a rookie, 44.9, which makes sense because as a rookie you come in a little more timid, like trying to learn the league or whatever. So like he's by far like his lowest swing rate of all time this year. It's got to be like a team approach thing. So
I mean, I would think so. It doesn't. It's not like, again, if this was like a slight difference, I wouldn't give much weight. This is night and day. So it's interesting. I mean, again, like some guys like they'll play till they're 36, 37, 38. You know, usually you see it more the late 30s success from pitchers, but every so often you'll see a hitter stick around, and I don't know, maybe we'll see him be good at least till 35, and maybe this is a way he prolongs his career, right? By getting on base more often, just being, and maybe that's a conversation they have with him, like, hey, you want to like keep being around the league, like get on base, and you can, and then it doesn't matter really what you do because that's just going to produce more runs. And also, and I guess this is something to think about. It's probably going to have probably won't be really something we see an improvement with because he's getting older and his sprint speed will probably continue to decrease. But he might steal more bases. He might get to 20 more. He might at least maybe provide more opportunity to get to 20 stolen bases consistently into his mid 30s.
Is he really hitting ninth? I haven't watched many Cubs games yet this year, and roster resource has him hitting ninth for the Cubs. It's super weird.
I don't know, man. I'm not a Cubs guy. That's we got revealed to be frauds just now. But I am going to look at his sprint speed is way down. But no,
he's got a 211 BABIP. So I mean, like there's bad luck there. But like, I don't think he's been hitting ninth.
No, his sprint speed is fine. His sprint speed is fine. I don't know. That seems unusual, but I feel like the team's also pretty deep. And
yeah, it is. I mean, like hitting him. I guess you're trying to. I mean, like right now, roster resource has PCA hitting 8th and Swanson hitting 9th.
Let me pull this up.
They're both just getting slow starts. They have Bregman hitting 3rd still, even though he also has a slow start. Say's back now, so
no, he's not like
messing around with things.
No, dude, no. So Yahoo's good at one thing here. It's pretty nice and colorful green spots. He actually, what day is it today? The 15th? No. So yesterday he had a great game. I didn't even pick up on that. 3 for 5 with a home run, and so he's really been hot this last week, actually. So that's why he's on my buys. In fact, I think I actually looked at the last 7 days. That makes sense why I put him on buys because I look at his total profile. But yeah, the last week he's been really cooking. 3 home runs, 6 RBIs, 300 average, 481 OBP. Just like, okay, well, yeah, calm down. But yeah, he bat 6th last game, 9th the game before that, 6, 8, 9, 9, 7, 7, 6, 6, 6. You start, it's he's definitely near the bottom of the order right now, but whatever, man, whatever. Like, we'll take this profile, I think, because I mean, he's on pace right now for, well, if we're banking in for like slumps and not just doing what he's doing right now, like he's going to crush 20 home runs. It might be a 25 plus. It might be 25 plus this year.
He's 20. He's basically 20-20 every year. He does the same
This
thing.
could be one of his like really peak home run seasons on the way out,
Yeah, on the way out, he's only 32, bro. This guy's like 6 years younger than me. We got here Connor Griffin. So Connor Griffin is number 6. Talk about 6. Do you think anyone's actually selling Connor Griffin right now?
I don't think anyone's trying to sell him. I think they're trying to convince themselves every day that he's not a bust. I mean, at the end of the day, like,
do you think people are more willing to sell Connor Griffin now that he has gotten off to a 189, 279, 243 slash line through his first 12 games? Do you think there are actually people out there that would actually sell him now when before maybe he was untouchable just because of this slow start?
Drugs are bad, and prospects shine is the worst drug of all. In the off-season, prospects are everything. Anyone who's 30, 31, 32, might as well throw them off a bridge. They're done. They're garbage. You don't need them on your fantasy team. It's very interesting when you get to dynasty leagues with prospect hounds, and that's how it goes, right? And I mean, it's just a situation where Connor Griffin, I mean, it's an obvious statement that as of right now, Connor Griffin, his value has sunk from the day he was promoted. Is sunk dramatically. He's 19 years old, playing in Major League Baseball. It doesn't mean he's going to be like bad all year, and I don't even know if he's really that bad right now, but he's going to be learning on the. I mean, when I shook his hand, man, when he signed a little baseball for me, my daughter, mostly for me, his eyes, his face, his demeanor, his voice, I'm like, he is a child. He's a 6'3", 230 child, but like he was such a boy. I was like, yeah, man, I'll podcast with your dad. He's like, oh, really? Like, just his demeanor, man. There was something about him. Like, oh yeah, he's just like, it's very innocent kind of vibe from him. So, but that's to say, like, here's the thing. It's exciting. He's good. Like, and I've also seen his dad. You ever seen us like podcast with his dad? His dad's thick. Like, he's got a big neck. Yeah. He's like a big, like Connor. Connor's so fast. He may go down from his current speed. He probably will, but he still has it's going to stay high. And his strength, though, is going to go up. I think he's going to be like a 6'3", 240 like muscle guy. I think he's going to be a freaky dude who maybe turns into like a. Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know. I'm not gonna say numbers anymore because he's just in a slump. Let's get him out of there. But yeah, I think he's a buy. You're not gonna get him cheap, but now you can try to send an offer. Maybe you can get him easier than a Caglione these days. Jeez.
He's still gonna be so expensive that he probably could. I bet you could. Actually, no, he's gonna be harder to get still than Cags. But I think that if this struggle continues through another month or so, and if your team sucks in like a month and you're like, okay, my team is not going to win this year, you will know by like the middle or end of May if your team is going to win or not, or if you have a chance. If you're like, I don't have a chance this year, I think that's when you might as well just try to sell a bunch of your dudes that maybe you don't want to keep till next year because they're a little on the older side, for a Connor Griffin. Because if Connor Griffin is holding someone down, if they're weighing a championship team down in that league, and you have some pieces, you might be able to bundle pieces. It's still going to be expensive, I think, but I think that's going to be your biggest shot to acquire Connor Griffin, maybe in like the next 15 years.
I just sent the craziest trade in the history of the world.
What?
And you should tell me to stop. I've been drinking.
What is it?
I sent Thomas White, Brent Rooker, and a second round pick next year. It's not this year, for Fernando Cruz, Jack Caglione, and a 6th-rounder this year.
Ooh.
30 team.
Ooh. That's a lot.
It's a lot.
If you want Cags, then you're going to get them, I think, on that one. I think you're going to get that one. That's a lot, man.
I have been drinking and sent an offer.
Take advantage.
I sent it in all caps.
Wink, wink. All right. Yeah. You gotta misspell one letter. All right. Number 7. Number 7, Roman Anthony of the Magnificent Seven. Michael King, Paul Sewald, Anthony Nunez, Jack Caglione, Dansby Swanson, Connor Griffin, Roman Anthony.
Paul Sewald or Roman Anthony, who's got the bigger noodle arm? It's like, dude, what's Anthony throwing on the mound? 69? Nice.
Yeah.
It's rough, man. So, like, the crazy thing is, did you see that? Before I ramble, did you see this pop up in any scouting report for Roman Anthony?
No.
How did this go unnoticed? Is there something physically wrong with him? Or did every scout just get enamored by everything else he was doing? Because these throws, like this social media trend of another cannon or Roman Anthony just beat all the accusations, and then it's just like another worse throw. And I'm like, oh wait, that's not the same throw as before. It's a different game. Oh wow, it's like a real issue. So I guess I'll ask you this: do you think it's an injury based on what you know, or do you think that this is a guy who's destined for first base or DH at a young age?
It might be something like that. I was reading about it the other day that it might be like the yips, because all the scouting things gave him a good arm. And right, like I saw Roman Anthony one game. I only saw him one game in the minors myself in person. So when I'm video scouting, I'm only watching him hitting because I'm scouting for fantasy baseball. I'm not scouting for a major league team here. But Baseball America gave him a 60 grade arm. Pipeline gave him a 50. And Sox Prospects, which I guess is a Red Sox thing, gave him a 55. So nobody really cited a bad arm. So like I was reading about it that it's like, hey, he just like he messed up one throw. And now he's just so anxious. He like keeps doing it over and over because he's just like so anxious about
Bad place to be anxious. Fenway Park as a Boston Red Sox. My question to that would be, why is he not throwing cannons and missing wildly at the plate? Like that's not what he's doing. He's not missing. He's throwing like noodles. That doesn't seem like anxiety.
I don't know. I mean, like, I wouldn't be able to tell you. Honestly, like, would he even be able to tell you? He's probably like so embarrassed about it. Like, he probably couldn't even say anything about it.
I was in a pool.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Like,
you got shrinkage.
This is the thing: is if he was hurt after he just got a big contract, is he gonna tell the team like, "Hey, I think I need Tommy John"? Like. I don't think he's going to do that. You know what I mean? Like he wants everyone to like him. He wants to be proven worthy of his contract. Like who wants to get Tommy John as a position player that young? Luke Keeschel did it.
Dude, if you're getting wrecked like this, dude, the best way to justify he becoming a league laughing stock, the best way out to tap out right now is to say, Tommy John, just like literally, even if your arm's fine, just like get Tommy John.
Yeah, you just hit your elbow with a hammer. He's at home and just like, just takes some shots of whiskey, just smashes his elbow with a hammer.
It's nuts.
That'll do it. All right, let's get to all hat, no cattle. Who's our biggest phony of the week, Doc?
Biggest phony of the week. I'm gonna scroll down and see. It's all hat, no cattle. I like that.
All hat, no cattle. That means biggest phony of the week.
O'Neal Cruz. You know why I'm saying it? Because like a 1 week ago, I wouldn't have said it because like everyone knew that, right? They knew that like this guy was like not mentally there. And now he's starting to crush, like he's just doing what we know he's capable of doing. And I'm looking through Yahoo RotoWire's write-ups. Shout out to RotoWire. Love the guys over there. But they say things like, through 16 games, Cruz looks every bit like the breakout star many expected and will look to continue his dominance at the plate as the season progresses. Don't gaslight me. Don't gaslight me. Dude, people were tapped out on this guy. The 27-year-old deserves a ton of credit for making adjustments to – it's like, hey, listen, if this keeps up, yes. If this keeps up for a month, 2 months, 3 months, definitely, we can give the guy shout-outs. Nobody has ever done – anyone who's like knows ball has doubted O'Neal Cruz's ability to swing the bat fast, to run really fast. To actually have the potential to be one of the best players in baseball. I used to think he would be better than Ellie. I just think that baseball is a mental game and a game of character. And, Jazz Chisholm, I think, sometimes lacks in this department as well in terms of having his head on straight. He's put together great seasons, though. So O'Neal Cruz is probably going to put together great seasons. He's definitely going to put together great weeks and probably great months. But I think about his recent defensive mishaps, and it's not just like, again, it's not like there's an injury that we're talking about. It's a decision. It's a mental part of your game. So what happens when he just like the luck runs out or he gets unlucky? Yeah, like he gets unlucky, even if he's playing fine. Does he get in his head? How easy is it to get in O'Neal Cruz's head? Does the slump come right back?
Yeah.
Hope it works out. Hope Jesus Christ lifts this. Jesus Christ, we lift up O'Neal Cruz's and the Jazz Chisholms. Because I'm over here like, dude, these guys would whoop my butt. Probably. Although Jazz, I feel like I just like his face is so stupid that maybe I'd actually be able to beat him. O'Neal Cruz looks like he's killed a guy, and he might have that one time. But I'm not a lawyer, but I don't think I would want to fight him. He seems like his eyes don't look happy. Oh, Ellie De La Cruz, his eyes look really happy. I like that guy. I wish I bought on that horse. But anyway, this is all a long way of saying that. I do, as a human being to a human being, hope he figures it out. I hope it's all going to be hunky dory, as the kids say. But I have my doubts.
Yeah. He has a 4.15 BABIP, so that's all I'm going to say. I agree with you. Huckleberry of the week. I got Sal Stewart. Sal Stewart, my boy. I think people are finally on the bandwagon that Sal Stewart is not just an average guy, but he's a freaking G. This guy has his BABIP is 302 and his batting average is 323. That's how good he is. Like you never see a guy whose average is higher than the BABIP. Like that's how good Sal Stewart is. And not to mention, he has the same amount of walks and Ks, and he has 7 home runs and 3 steals already for a 205 WRC plus. I think everyone by this point now realizes that Sal Stewart is a dude, and they're on my train finally.
There were two camps.
TikTok.
No, I wanted to shout out your boy. There were 2 camps at Prospects Live. There was the Sal Stewart is not going to be good, and he's going to be really good. I was actually like the one weird guy who was in the middle. I'm like, he'll be all right. So far, yeah, I mean, it's looking really sharp. I love when a sexy non-big fastball, non-super crazy bat speed guy can pull it off. So certainly happy that Sal's doing that. Will the stolen bases hold up? Probably not. But does he have a nickname yet?
I don't know. I think they just call him. I think the Reds fans just call him Sal. It's just like Sal.
Yeah, no, but that's like Sal. That's
like,
Sal
yeah,
Perez.
man, we got Sal, we got Gino. Yeah, they like want to be Italians, even though they're all
Sal
like
Perez is like,
Midwesterners.
No, Sal Perez is big Sal. So why you want normal Sal or little Sal? No, I got a couple for you right here. Sal Spaghetti Stewart, The Godfather.
Sal Spaghetti. That's it, man.
Spaghetti Sal.
He looks like he eats a lot of spaghetti.
Spaghetti Sal.
He's from South Florida, so maybe he eats like spaghetti tacos.
Guy with a great mustache. Call him that. Guy
Cuban
GWA.
spaghetti.
No,
If he,
no.
I don't even know if he's ever tried to put spaghetti on a Cuban before.
He's not. Stewart's not even Italian. Yeah, who's his dad? A British guy.
Yeah, I don't know. He's all I know is he's from South Florida. He's from Miami, so it's like
We gotta look into this. We gotta look into this.
Yes. All right. Your Huckleberry of the week is Parker Messick. Another one of my homies.
Parker Messick, also known as the guy who almost got a no-hitter tonight.
Yeah.
Brutal. Almost as brutal as me listening to MLB.com for 5 seconds and that brother there who just wouldn't shut up. It went straight up the. Did anyone listeners? Did anyone listen to the commentary? So I'm in DC area. I'm in Northern Virginia, and I couldn't listen to the game like on the actual feed on MLB TV, but MLB Network was showing the game because it was close to a no hitter. And there's the 3 guys in there, and the one's a brother, and he was. I like his voice. He sounds like he's really chill. Do you know the guy, the black guy? He was like, he kind of always talks. Wait, let me do a good one. That was like Trump.
Yeah, that was like Trump.
Let's do. I don't know, man. He always just kind of sounds like he's kind of chill. Like he's kind of chill. Like he sounds like he's a surfer, bro. Actually, I don't know. He was sounding like that, but everyone knows he's the only black guy. Anyway, so he just kept saying the words over and over again after the no-hitter broke. But it was straight up the middle. Maybe it wasn't even him. Maybe it was like the other guy. I don't know. I was trying to get ready for the podcast. But one of these guys kept yelling. I love when we're 51 minutes in and I just start getting loose after some whiskey. And just because this is for you, listener. This is most people, statistically speaking, most people tap out by now. So if you're loyal, if you are a diehard MLB Data Warehouse fan, you're getting rewarded right now. This guy kept saying, it was straight up the middle. The worst part about it, it wasn't a real hit. It was just a hit straight to second base. It was straight up the middle, and it wasn't a hit. And it killed me.
A real hit.
Did you hear him say this, or did you not listen?
No, I didn't hear it.
You're laughing like you heard it.
I watched it, but now I have to go listen, and I'm probably be cracking up. I'm going to re-listen to this podcast when I'm cracking up.
Dude,
did he really say it wasn't a real hit?
He said it like... dude, let me not exaggerate for a second. He said it 7 times minimum. It's
so funny. I have to watch this now.
So here's me saying something 7 times. It's not a real hit. It went straight up the middle. It's not a real hit. It went straight up the middle. It's not. It's like, dude, that's 3 times, and I'm getting tired of hearing it. So I'm stopping in the middle 2.5 times. He went, and someone else would try to say something like one of the hosts would say, "Well, at least it wasn't a broken bat. It wasn't like a cheap hit. It was a real hit." And then the other guy came in. Oh, but I don't know if it was because it went straight.
It's straight.
And he kept ripping on the shift. It was so funny. Anyway, man, Parker Messick, for our real fans, is a Doc guy who Doc doesn't roster. Doc has him in 0 leagues.
Oh, that's
But
sad.
he's got a 92. He's sitting at 92 mile an hour fastball. But the Savant page basically likes him everywhere else. He's a big, chunky dude, probably a workhorse for years to come. I've said on our podcast, have I ever said anything bad about him? I don't think so. No. I think I've always said I think he's a Doc guy. But I think I just don't like Cleveland that much is probably what it comes down to. I just don't ever get into their guys, even though it's almost like they produce too many Doc guys and they kind of churn through them. Does that make sense? Like, I don't know.
For pitchers only, I guess. I'm assuming.
Not pitchers only, but just like, I don't know, man. I just there's just something about it. And maybe I just want them to be the Indians again, like somewhere deep down.
That's probably it. 2.2% barrel rate only against. So that's Parker Messick in a nutshell. You can ignore all this crap, all the stuff plus stuff. None of that matters. What matters is nobody can square his stuff up. That's what matters. Nobody can get good hits off of this guy. All right. Next, moving this podcast along, Yellow Belly of the Week. My Yellow Belly of the Week is Matt McClain. Matt McClain, man, this guy, I have been so on him all the time ever since he first debuted. And then this offseason, I was like, I'm done with Matt McClain. F-scores don't like him anymore. I'm not going to buy in on him. I'm not getting any Matt McClain shares. And then he comes out and has this huge spring. And then I was like, I loved Matt McClain before. I'm not gonna listen to the F scores, and I got a few shares of him. And now I'm just so mad at myself. I'm like, man, I should have listened to the model. I should have listened to the data. He's been atrocious this season. He had the best spring. And nobody had a better spring. Now, 0 home runs, 203 batting average, despite a 277 BABIP. So this is not BABIP-related bad luck. He's just been bad. Like, no power at all. He's just not been good. Matt McClain, like, amazing spring. Now he's just blah. So yeah, I'm being cowardly when it comes to Matt McClain. If I can sell him, I will right now. What about you, Doc?
Yeah, I think you were trying to hype me on him before. You almost did it. Like I was looking at him in a couple of leagues and didn't pull trigger. So I'm there with you. I wish the best for these guys, like especially the guy who was looking so promising. Is he like a 5'9" king too?
Yeah. He's 5'8", 180 is the list. So that means he's probably actually like 5'6".
Yeah. No. MLB is real now. So what is he actually on MLB? Because they changed. Do you know this? They changed everyone's heights because they had to measure it
for the batter's box.
So I don't think he was 5'8" before. I think he was 5'9". So some guys are funnier though. Gavin Lux went from like 6'2" to 5'2".
5'2".
No,
but he's related to Pep in the Short.
Dude, he was that's a deep pull. Love that. No, but he was 6'2" listed, and now he's 5'11". Like that's like crazy. I love it though, because you're 5'11". Like most guys are like, no, I'm 6 foot. But it's like I'm going for it. I do that on my driver's license, man. I'll max that out. I don't go 6 foot, but I'll take.
You just shrink yourself so you get the smallest box imaginable, and then like
that's actually the take, dude. That's actually the hot take. You're like, no, don't measure me. Like, that's so funny. Yeah. Urban's actually 6'1", but he's been playing the game this whole time.
He's just been sleeping under rocks, like literally, like just putting stones. It's like putting giant stones on himself.
He doesn't sleep. He never sleeps. Yeah.
It's like crush your head down as you're sleeping.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either. That's funny though. We're like you said, we're 57 minutes. All right, Jordan Romano is your yellow belly of the week.
I almost feel dumb for putting Romano as my yellow belly of the week because I'm just looking on Yahoo. So it's funny. I have one league left on Yahoo, but I should keep this league going because it's like a good barometer for normies. So minus 12%. Now he's 48% rostered in the last, overall 12% in the last day. So Kurt Suzuki, who is a manager already, I remember he was like a player like our whole lives. So yeah, I guess we're old. I don't know, whatever. But Romano was 4 for 4 in saves chances, doing great. This striking out a lot of guys, being really reliable. His last 2 games were implosions, right? And now Kurt Suzuki says, I'm not sure about him being the closer anymore. Like, you shouldn't say that, dude. Like, he was crushing it, right? You want to say one of these days, you know what they should say? A manager should say he gets one more chance.
Yeah. If he blows it, he's out. Just put as much pressure as possible on the guy.
One guy should but that's it. Like
we might DFA him if he blows it. That's it.
Well, yeah. So, but at the
his children will not be allowed at the clubhouse any longer if he blows the other side.
Yeah, we're actually in his contract we will take custody of the firstborn. So Jordan Romano, I'm almost like convincing myself to turn around on him at this point. But the bigger concern I have isn't actually like 2 games. There's a lot of guys chasing him. It's the anti-Seawald because they're kind of the same guy, right? They're the has-beens. They used to be good. Well, they were working till 5 seconds ago, and Seawald's still working. Romano's starting to show signs of cracking, and he's the guy. Romano is the guy who could not afford to show the cracks. Seawald can actually blow like back-to-back games, and he'll probably be fine. Until these guys get healthy, like later this year, like Martinez. Is he coming back this year? Maybe like August, September, whatever.
He's supposed to come back before Puck, actually.
Yeah. So, well, we'll see. But Romano's going to face off against Yates, Stevenson, Joyce. Like, never mind the guys who are actually on the roster already. So
Tommy John for Stevenson. He got
it again?
Yeah. His contract is basically over after the season now.
When was this announced?
He got paid $33 million to pitch 10 innings for the Angels.
All right, it's not even like a hot bubble. I missed this one. 4.8. Yeah,
he got $3.3 million an inning.
I'm glad this happened. I'm glad
that's
this
about
happened.
a rate than Anthony Rendon got per at bat, I think.
I'm glad this happened at our 1 hour mark. Nobody's like, I was like, Doctor, there's no ball. Well, dude, Robert Stevenson, I've been out on him. That's the actual real reason. I'm just like, I don't know. He seems to continually not be healthy. And unfortunately, I actually feel genuinely bad for the guy. But it doesn't matter. You have Joyce, you have Yates, you have the other guys you're hanging around, and you have Romano just like having a history of being volatile. So he needs to go out there and basically do like lock things down ASAP. He can still be a guy. His stuff still looks okay. Let me pull up the Savant page real quick.
69 location plus.
Is that what? That's a good number. I mean, how's the F? Does the F scores? What do they think?
Completely out. I don't even think I put him in my top 100 relievers. I was like,
100 extension, 100th percentile extension, sir.
Here, Jordan Romano F scores 105 stuff, 99 control, 103 FERA, which is not good for a reliever.
He's whiffing guys. He's K'ing guys. He's can't.
That's like a seventh. That's a seventh inning man. Not a.
Do you know that he's tall?
Yes, 6'5". He's a tall man. All right, let's get to the Mexican.
I feel like this is our best and worst podcast. I love it.
Simultaneously, yeah. Where's my sound effect? Mexican standoff.
It goes on like that. Yo, send me a text before the next podcast. I have harmonicas and I know how to play them.
Oh, we're doing it. Okay, next time harmonica. All right. I think we got Evan Carter, who we already mentioned in this podcast, Carson Bench, or Dylan Beavers. Who wins that Mexican standoff in Dynasty Leagues, Doc, right now?
Were you big on Beavers?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you're the Beefmeister. So, and honestly, I didn't have a lot of like rebuttal for it. I was like, I think he is going to be good. He's
still been good. He has a 90% zone contact rate.
But basically, there was something like I just couldn't pull trigger on him. I didn't know why. And I'm glad I haven't.
I guess you knew that they were going to get Taylor Ward.
Correct. And I thought I still believe more in Benj. Actually, I think he's gonna figure it out. But we're finding out that even for college, 23-year-olds, it's not easy hanging out in the big leagues. I didn't know he had a 91st percentile sprint speed. I really do think that he's going to be okay. I'm working my way up to my guy who's before I even looked at the metrics, I already know is Evan Carter because he loves Jesus. He loves Jesus. And now look at the metrics. Look at those beautiful. He doesn't chase. Takes a lot of walks. Not striking out as much. He's just a good all-around player. He needs to work on getting that batting average up. But this is a guy who, frankly, if we just have this young man, how old is he now? 23.
Evan Carter is still 23 years old.
23. Love it. Love these guys. Like Jordan Walker.
Like Jordan Walker.
Everyone was like, Jordan Walker, it's over. And I'm like, even like before this breakout, I was like, it's not over. He's 23. Like he could literally mess around until he's 26 and then pop off like Joe Adell. And then Evan Carter, though, from Elizabethton, Tennessee, middle of nowhere, where they sell Dr. Enough, which out of our 50 fans remaining, one fan kind of heard of once. Evan Carter will go 30-30 one day if he can just be a healthy person who plays 140 games.
I think he could pace that, but he just doesn't play against lefties. That's the thing that always concerns me about him. Look at this.
No, you know how you play against lefties?
He only has 10 plate appearances, and he's 0 for 10.
But you understand how you play against lefties. You master righties, and as in you play more than 194 at bats, right? You play more than you have to play. You have to play baseball. So if he can just have his spine, if he can just have his like body hold together and play 130 to 40 games, even. You're in the money, and he's going to become a better baseball player against righties and maybe lefties. But if you have to master the righties first, And then you'll be playing so much that you'll just see so many baseballs at a major league level. It's just going to happen, right? If you're good enough, you'll probably figure out the lefties. Maybe not, but that's the best way to do it. So Evan Carter is the easy decision for me because he's 23 years old and like it's literally it's not an issue of ability, it's health. Beavers, there's more question marks. Benj might have them because he doesn't have the injury question marks. He might be a safer bet in a weird way. But Evan Carter's going to get every chance to succeed in Texas, man. He'd be such a good Texas Ranger.
You know, he's a year younger than Dylan Beavers. That's crazy.
That's what I mean. So,
yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. I still like Beavers. I'm just concerned about the playing time, like really concerned about the playing time. I think that ruins a guy when you do that to a young kid. Like you're not giving him full PAs. He's a freaking Tyler O'Neill and whatever. It's just kind of crazy to me. But I think out of that bunch, I'm picking Carson Benj long term. Benj right now is 23, so he's the same age as Evan Carter. But he has a 189 BABIP. So like that BABIP is dragging him down. Evan or Carson Benj is playing against everybody right now. Like he's not getting benched against lefties. That's the biggest concern for me with Evan Carter. But I like Evan Carter. That's why I put him with this grouping here. 53% sweet spot percent right now. So he's hitting the ball really, really well when he's making contact with it. So I would like to see him swing more. That's one thing is I want to see that swing rate go up. Only a 37% swing rate. Like he's like too passive. Only 55% in the zone. Just like get the bat off the shoulder and swing more, dude. Like we all know you can take a walk. We know you got a good, like he's always been a walker, like all the way through the minors. So like, I don't know, maybe they tell him to do that. But ideally, if you're hitting the ball at a 50% sweet spot, like you want to swing more. Like you're on, man. Like he's hot right now. Like let him swing. Like if you're hot, just keep going. Just keep swinging. You got it right now. You got the touch. So why be passive? So, I mean, like I would be pushing him to swing more if I were the coach there, but that's just me. So that's the podcast. MLB in Warehouse. That was the Mexican standoff. Make sure you subscribe to MLB Data Warehouse and make sure you subscribe and tell John you subscribed because of Tim and Doc. Doc needs more whiskey. Look what happens when you give Doc whiskey. That's the podcast. Peace out, everybody.
Stay sharp, stay hungry, keep them barrels flying high. This is Doc's Dynasty Hour. We'll catch you on the other side.